everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we have another snow day, so I'm like getting all this time to film, which has been so fun. I've been wanting to do a look that's a little more on the natural wearable side, especially since we've been kind of playing with like more full glam looks with different colors and glitters, and I wanted to do something that's just very everyday, light shimmer wearable. And we're gonna kind of live in the peachy tones today, which I love to wear on an everyday basis. So we're gonna go ahead and use the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette again, because I thoroughly enjoyed this and I do want to test out the shades in here. So we're gonna live with these peachy tones. As far as the rest of the products that we're using today, nothing is new. I've used everything here. I really enjoy all of these products. So this is going to be a really good go-to everyday look. So let's just jump right into it. Okay, so learning from last time that we had some shadows that were kind of being picked up just to give us a base that's going to help grip the shadows a little bit better, but not too tacky. So I'm using the Too Faced 24-Hour Shadow Insurance. This is what the tube looks like. I'm just warming that up on my fingers and I'm going to press it all over the lid. I don't want to take it too high into the crease, however, because that can cause some trickiness with blending the mattes out and diffusing them, because it can get a little too strong. I get a little bit too much. Okay, I'm gonna go into the palette. I'm gonna use the lightest shade in the palette. Oh, I just did my fingernail in there. No! No! The shade is called Momentum. I'm gonna use that as kind of a base, especially since we're not concealing the eyes beforehand. I want to give this a light color to cancel out some blues underneath. This is gonna be great for that. Okay, and then I'm going to take a ColourPop blending blush and go into the shade Utopia. Really yummy peach shade. It's beautiful. I'm really excited to use this. I want to do kind of a halo eye. So halo, you deepen out both edges of your eyes, if you will, the outside and the inside, and then you can put a lighter shade on the inside. And I'm excited to do a halo look with lighter colors, because usually when I've done it, it's been, you know, deeper tones on the outside and then a really strong contrast in the middle. And we will deepen out these edges a little bit, but I don't want to go too dark. I want to keep that nice and fresh. I know this is kind of a springy vibe, but hey, I'm here for it. I'm going to drag just what's left on the brush across the crease on top of the lid. That is such a beautiful color. It's kind of a pink peach. It's not just orange. Oh, I love that. Okay, I want to go into a flat shading brush. This is ColourPop E26. I'm going to go into the shade Karma. Let's see if I can show you that. It's still a peach tone, but it's a little deeper. I want to use this to deepen the edges a little bit, just on the very, very, very edge, to add even more contrast with the center lid shade that we're gonna add. I'm gonna run that brush through the crease to create a little bit of an outline on top of the lid like that. And there's no additional product. I'm just taking what's left on the brush. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's there, trust me. Okay, now I want to go into the shade Galaxy. It's really a champagne shimmer. It's really beautiful, but it's got a little bit of a peachy undertone. It's kind of hard to see on camera, but it's definitely gonna go with what we've got. So now I'm gonna take my ring finger and just press and pull in the center of the lid. It's not a crazy reflective shadow, but it's a nice shimmer that looks really, really pretty. Love that. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with our crease brush, go back into Utopia just a little bit to go over those edges where we just lay down that shimmer, just to kind of tap, make sure that that's nice and soft in that transition, that we don't have any harsh edges between the two. That's super pretty. Nice and light and springy. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's get some mascara going. I'm going to go in and curl these lashes, because they have just been stick straight lately. For mascara, I want to use the Essence Lash Stylist 18-Hour Wear Lash Extension Mascara. This stuff is really good. I always start with a little bit of a swipe on top of the lashes and then start building up underneath. This is so good at lengthening. Very affordable mascara. All right, there's our lashes. I'm gonna fill in the brows with the Milani Precision Brow in the shade 140 Medium Brown. I have a good amount of brow hair, so I don't have to do a ton of work with my brows, but I definitely like to outline what I've got going on. And then, once I've got it pretty much in the shape that I want, I take the spoolie on the back and I softly go over everything, and it'll soften the lines that I've drawn, like along the edge, so it doesn't look so intense. And then I will go back over little spots where I feel like maybe the spoolie pulled away more than I wanted. And that is my current brow routine. And it looks crazy right now with nothing else on, but it always comes together. Okay, now let's go into the face. I really didn't have any substantial fallout, so I'm just gonna leave it. I didn't even grab my primer. Goober. e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Love this stuff. It is seriously my go-to. You want a pore perfecting primer. This is such a good one. So I'm pressing that to fill those in and really smooth out the complexion. I feel like it just makes my foundation look so much better, and it's so affordable. Okay, and then for foundation, I'm going to use the Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. This stuff is beautiful. I think this product is discontinued. It's not at Ulta Beauty anymore. It's not on their website, so I may not be able to include a link in my description for you to find it online, but I have seen it in many Walmarts still on the shelf. I have this in the shade LN4 for light neutral 4. It's a big old doe foot applicator, which is kind of fun. I just feel like I'm painting my face. I'm going to use the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to blend this out. This foundation is so beautiful. Gives it such a lightweight finish, but good coverage and a beautiful radiance. This is such a good one. I'm going to take some more of that foundation on the Beauty Blender. Add a little bit more coverage, and I just love that the finish a Beauty Blender gives to the skin, so we're going all over. I'm so mad that they discontinued this foundation. It's so beautiful. It's truly one of my favorites. Man, my blue circles on the inside are really blue today. And I cannot stop my nose from running. Send help. My lips look crusty because we got foundation on them. Alright, I'm going to take some ColourPop Pretty Fresh Concealer to go highlight, go brighten the face. I'm going to go a little heavier because the peach is kind of accentuating the blue a little bit. I want to cancel that out. Dab, 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 dab. I'm going to use a Real Techniques contour brush. I'm going to go into the Becca Hydra Mist Set and Refresh powder. Get up tight along the eye to set that. Can you see that swirling in the air? It's just so finely milled. It's just lighter than air. Okay, let's bronze the face. I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Gold Soleil bronzer. Hug the outer portions of the face. Ugh. Every time I use this, I feel like I get a little bit in my mouth and I can taste the cocoa powder. These chocolate products from Too Faced are infused with actual cocoa powder. So it's funny because every time I use it, I feel like it dusts a little bit into my mouth. Makeup that smells and tastes good. Did anybody else eat those like lip smackers as a kid? The scented, flavored chapsticks? Those were fun. Gonna go down the sides of the nose just a little bit with what's left on the brush, and then hit the bottom lip and under the chin. We're gonna use the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade Luminoso. This is going to be absolutely perfect for this look. I'm excited. Want a different brush. I'm gonna use the Real Techniques 307 glitter brush. We're gonna dip in here, top off any excess, and start just kind of patting it where I want it, and then I'll swirl around the product. I love it when looks just come together in the perfect monochromatic matter. It's just like, yes, you were made for each other. I'm gonna do highlight. I'm gonna use the Becca highlight in the shade Champagne Pop, using a ColourPop highlighting brush. Go along the high points of the face. Oh my gosh, I love highlight. Oh, so shiny. Always take that on the chin, down the bridge of the nose, and then up on the high points of the face. I'm going to take a Beauty Blender, go all over everything that we just laid down on the face, bring it all together, To finish the lower lash line, I'm going to go back into the Huda Beauty palette with the crease brush that we used. I'm going to dip into Utopia, which is our main peach crease shade. I'm going to pinch that brush and just go along the lower lash line, lightly focusing on the outer edges so that we can pop a little bit of shimmer on the inside of the lower lash line as well to keep that opening effect that Halo is bringing on the top lid. And then with the shader brush going into the deeper peach shade, which is Karma, I'm gonna tightly focus that along the outside edges of the eye, just like on the top lid. I'm gonna take an even smaller shading brush. This is the ColourPop E29. I'm gonna get into that Galaxy shade, which is the shimmer we used on the top lid. Once I've got that product on the brush, I'm going to spritz it with a setting spray so that it can be even shinier. See that? Can you see that? Noticing that these shimmer shades thus far in this palette have been easier to get color payoff when spritzing a brush. I'm going to dust off that brush and go into the highlight shade for an inner corner highlight. Pop that right on the tear duct area as well as right on the brow bone. And then, you know me, I love a bottom waterline moment, so I want to use the Essence Extreme Lasting eye pencil. This is in the shade Silky Nude. I'm gonna go all the way across with that. Step isn't necessary, but that is seriously one of my absolute favorite details to put into an eye look. I love it. Okay, let's hit those bottom lashes. Fluff those out, make them look pretty. Something I really love about this mascara is the wand of it. I'll show you what this looks like. It's kind of thicker in the middle and then it gets skinnier on the edges, which kind of helps with the volume, but I love having a skinny point or just a slender wand on the inside so that I can actually get to the inside lashes, because those like massive hourglass ones are so hard to get the smaller lashes with. They create good volume, but it's really hard, especially for like lower lashes too. If the wand's too big, you're like getting mascara all over the underside of your eye, which is just annoying to clean up. Okay, I don't have a perfect lip liner match for this. I want to use the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in the shade Cream Beige. It's beautiful. I'm going to use the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade Brink. This is what it looks like in comparison to the gloss. I'm going to take a makeup wipe and remove the foundation that got onto the lips. I'm not going to worry about a super precise line with this lip, but I do want some outer edges here. And then I'm gonna really focus on filling in that outer edge. Then I'm gonna kind of blend that, pat it into the lips, soften it up a little bit. It's actually really pretty. I like that color. Ooh. Okay, and then I'm gonna go in with the gloss on top. And this has more of a peachy base. That's beautiful! I love it! Such a happy peach. Okay, so let's set the face. Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. It's just on my desk and it's a good one. Go over the whole complexion while it's drying. Make sure everything is set. And mesh everything together so we're all cohesive. Looks gorgeous. Oh. And here we are with the finished peachy look. I love it. I don't think I've ever done anything like super monochromatic like this, but I'm in love with it. What a controversial thing. I'm like loving the winter outside, but I'm like digging this springtime makeup. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this kind of chill play with makeup video. Like, this was so fun. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more from me, please hit that subscribe button. And if you would like to be notified each time that I post, click on the bell after you subscribe and you'll receive a notification every time there is a new video from me. I love you guys so much. I will see you in my next video. Bye.